Time for question of the day, where I answer one of the questions in my comments or online that I find. This one comes from a comment from yesterday, basically asking what is going on with the Just Eat waiting time pay, as I can't remember the last time they received any. So waiting pay on Just Eat seems to be, to me at least, a little bit of a complete mess. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't get it. I've asked support about it a few times and I always get the same stock answers. If you decide to wait, you'll be paid a waiting pay, which is decided by the system. But the thing that I don't get is that sometimes I can wait, say, I know that it's definitely only after 15 minutes, but sometimes I can wait maybe 18 minutes and get like £1. Not great anyway, but you know, at least it's something, I suppose. And then sometimes you can make maybe half an hour. If it's quiet, I will wait half an hour sometimes, but very rarely. And there's nothing. I think there could be a few explanations for this. The first one being there is the tablet. When I worked in a restaurant, I remember the Just Eat tablet is horrendous. It makes noise all the time. It's just terrible. And there's a big button that says ready. And I'm pretty sure that when the staff hit that button that says ready, that turns all the noise off. And I think that also stops like the timer for waiting time pay. I think then the system's decided, well, the food's ready, so if the driver's not going to take it when it's ready, then we're not paying waiting time pay. But I mean, obviously the staff are going to turn off the annoying noise, aren't they? That's just the way it is. The second reason I think it is a bit of a rumour that I've heard. And that rumour is that I've heard that different restaurants have different waiting time pay depending on what is in their contract. So I've noticed that people I speak to that go to McDonald's, they never, ever, 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 ever have had waiting time pay from McDonald's. And I'm pretty sure that's because it's written into their contract. I think these companies have agreed to pay a percentage of it. But if you go to Toby Carvery, the waiting time pay is always paid, and it's always paid at a decent amount. So I think it must be brand by brand. But yeah, it's a total mess. They never tell you what's going on. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's like maybe 50p a minute after 15 minutes. Sometimes it's nothing, or 5p a minute. It's just completely unpredictable. So I can't give you a full answer, unfortunately. What I can do as well, though, is say that it used to be very clear. This is another annoying thing about Just Eat taking the contract off Stuart. So when Stuart had Just Eat, it was extremely clear what was going on waiting time. It's written in their terms and conditions. It's written, like, they tell you if you ask them what the thing is. Still get it sometimes if I'm waiting for a Tesco whoosh, etc. So with their waiting time, so between 15 minutes and 30 minutes of waiting time. So after you've waited 15 minutes and before 30 minutes, you get paid 17p per minute. Which used to be the equivalent of minimum wage before minimum wage went up. Obviously it's not anymore. And then at half an hour, if you waited for half an hour, you can contact support and say, I'm still waiting, please can I get a cancellation fee? And they would cancel the fee for you. They would cancel the job for you if you were still waiting. And for a car, it'd be a £4.50 cancellation fee, or the original fee, whichever one was lower. So if your original fee was like £4.10, then you get paid £4.10. If it was higher than £4.50, you get paid £4.50. Again, I mean, it's not great, but at least it's clear. And, you know, like, at least, you know, if you've waited for a little bit, you know, at least you know you're getting something back for it. Whereas with Just Eat, it's just a bit of a mess, isn't it? But the cancellation fee on Stuart, obviously that's still live at the moment. I've heard nothing about them getting rid of it. With mopeds, I'm not sure whether it's £4 or £4.50. But I know other vehicle types, e-bikes and bicycles, it's £4 for the cancellation fee. So there you go. Just Eat waiting time. Bit of a mess. That's the only thing I can say. If you've got any questions, I'm going to do one of these question of the days every day that I'm working, that I remember to at least. Pop it down in the comments. Cheers. Oh, don't forget all that liking, comments, subscribing stuff.